Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and what's this? Yes, based on the sound of that music, the Ultra Beasts are nearby and they are coming. It is time for another Pokemon TCG online video featuring the new Pokemon GX from the Crimson Invasion expansion, most recent expansion to Pokemon TCG. Many of those being the Ultra Beasts, known to the Alola region as these overpowered monster creatures. Now, we're going to get into this first deck. We're going to feature the first of the Ultra Beast, UB-01 Symbiont, also known as Nihilego. Before we get into that, though, as always, check down below. You see yourselves a little code down there. It's for an online booster pack, Pokemon TCG Online. So first come, first serve. If you're the first person to get this code and put it here into your shopping cart where you redeem your codes, get yourself a nice online booster pack. Not sure what pack it is just yet. You can see down below anyway, but off the top of my head, I'm just going to grab a pack afterwards, edit it in, and you're good to go. Now, without any further ado, let's take a look at the deck I've assembled featuring the first of the Ultra Beasts. So let's take a look at the Ultra Beast itself. I was saying in one of the Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness videos that I was having trouble getting enough of the Ultra Beast because I traded some away for packs, opened them up, got nothing amazing. I did finally get a second of the full arts, which kind of looks okay. Like I've said before, the full arts don't really appeal to me, but this has a nice swirl to it. Anyway, Nihilego-GX, a basic Pokemon, of course, with 180 HP. Nice little tag of Ultra Beast under its HP bar. Psychic-type Pokemon with the ability of Empty Light. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench during your turn, you may leave both active Pokemon confused and poisoned. I like how they add during your turn, because there are some ways that if the opponent plays a captivating Pokepuff, then they could put it down from your hand themselves, but this has to be during your turn. Anyway, so lock up for 3 Psychic does 120, and the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Symbiont GX, with 3 Psychic Energy, you can add the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck to their prize cards. Kinda crazy. Pretty much all the Ultra Beasts have to do with prize manipulation in some way, and hopefully we'll get some more ideas later on, because it's like, that's kind of limited. There's only so much you can do with prize cards, but it's kind of cool, increasing the number of prize cards. If this is somehow the first attack of the game, you could do, like, you could add 2 more prizes. The opponent could have 8 prizes to take. So we have 2 of the full art Nihilego. We have 1 of the regular Nihilego here. I kind of like this background too. It looks got the Ultra Wormhole behind it. But anyway, we got 3 of those in the deck. What I'm going to try to do, though, since this is about adding prizes to the opponent's side and they have to take even more to win, I want to combine that with our old friend Cobalion from, I believe, Steam Siege. So, Quick Guard for 1 Metal Energy, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from basic Pokemon during the next turn. This one can't use Quick Guard during the next turn, however. But Revenge Blast for 2 Metal Energy, 30 plus, 30 more damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. Not for however many are remaining, you know? So, the more prizes that they have to take, the more power we can add to Revenge Blast. So, this could come in handy. We've got 3 Cobalion in the deck. I want to feature some more Pokemon from the current expansion. So, we're taking a look at Comfey here. I got 3 in the deck. No, I've only got 2 in the deck, sorry. With the ability of Flower Shield, each of your Pokemon that has any fairy energy attached to it can't be affected by any special conditions, and remove any special conditions affecting those Pokemon. So the idea being, if I do have Cobalion in the active spot, I have Nihilego-GX in hand to lay down for all those confusions and poisons, I could throw a fairy energy onto Cobalion, be immune to my own Empty Light, which is kind of cool. Now, I've got 3 Cutiefly and 2 Ribombee. Let's look at Ribombee first here, though. So the ability is basically like Professor's Letter, but constantly in play. Once during your turn, search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them in your hand, and then shuffle. Not bad. You get 2 basic energy every single turn. So the ability is nice support there, but another reason I'm including the basic Cutiefly of 30 HP, for one reason, it does have free retreat cost, which is very nice. I love free retreat. And with 30 HP, it's not going to survive that many hits, if any, right? But I kind of want that. I want the opponent to get a lot of prizes taken, each one powering up Cobalion's Revenge Blast. So there's a lot of what you would call moving parts, I guess, a lot of gears in this mechanism. It might not all work, but I can see if I can show off as much of it as possible. If I win, awesome. If I don't, no big deal. I just want to show off what these cards can do. Let's scroll down to the energy just briefly. A lot of mixture of energy. We've got 14 cards in the deck. I've got 5 Metal, 5 Psychic, 2 Fairy, all basic, but I've got 2 Rainbow Energy in here as well. So while this is attached to a Pokemon, it provides every color of energy, but only 1 unit of that energy. So this will power up Cobalion's Revenge Blast for 1 point, 1 piece of metal energy. It also provides the Fairy energy needed to be immune to special conditions with Comfey in play. And you'll see I also have Fairy Garden in the deck. It provides the free retreat costs for Fairy Garden as well, because it's Fairy energy. So, a bunch of different ideas that this thing can work with here. Let's start off with the trainer cards next here. Let's continue with the trainer cards. Got 2 big Malasadas healing 20 damage from the active Pokemon and 1 special condition, which could be very helpful. Got a couple of fairy drops, because with fairy energy or rainbow energy attached, I can heal 50 damage from any of my Pokemon that have any fairy energy attached to them. Could be good for healing purposes. I put a lot of healing in this, I realize. Might not have needed so much, but it might work. It might come in handy, you know. So I've got 2 of my usual staples of the Field Blower. Discard any 2 stadiums or Pokemon tools that are attached to any Pokemon, even your own, and they're gone. So if the opponent has some really helpful tools or stadium that's helping them out, you can just blow those away. 4 puzzles of time, of course. You can play 1 puzzle of time, or you can play 2 at once if you like. But play 1, rearrange the top 3 cards of your deck how you like, but if you play 2, bring back any 2 discarded cards. So it's my replacement for Versus Seeker, as I've said. 4 of these in the deck, you have a good chance of getting 2 of them. Bring back any 2 discarded cards, such as supporters, even special energy could be a thing, a Pokemon in particular, all that good stuff. 2 random receivers, because I got a lot of supporters in this deck, so whichever one comes up first is the one I gotta make use of. So 2 random receivers helping speed things up, getting your supporters a little bit faster. Got 2 Super Rods to shuffle back 3 cards in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy, right back into the deck. We've got a couple of Ultra Balls. I was considering using Nest Balls, but thing is, I want to be able to get Nihilego-GX in hand to make use of Empty Light, because if I Nest Ball for it, it's not being played from hand to the bench, so I'm not going to get to use the Confusion and Poison of its ability. So Ultra Balls are the way to go. Discard 2 cards from hand and choose any Pokemon from your deck and take it into hand. I've got the 2 Fairy Gardens, as I said. Free retreat for any Pokemon that have any Fairy energy attached, both mine and the opponent's. Of course, if I use Lockup with Symbiont Nihilego-GX, it's not going to be able to retreat on the opposing side because that ability or the attack prevents retreat. Now I got a couple of Acerolas. I might not have needed 2, but I put both in here, and the idea is if I have Nihilego on the bench, I could throw a Rainbow Energy to it, which puts 1 damage counter on the Pokemon I give the energy to. I could then Acerola Nihilego-GX back into hand, play it down again to get the ability fired off once more. So I got 2 of these Acerola in the deck. I got 1 Guzma, our current standard format rotation replacement for Lysandre. We have Hala as well. Since I want to try to make use of Symbiont GX, the GX move as fast as possible, I can have Hala shuffle back my hand and draw 7 cards. If I haven't yet used the GX move though, I only draw 4 back, so we'll see what happens there. I've got Lana in here. This works well with the Rainbow Energy because heal 50 damage from each of your Pokemon that has any water energy attached to it. And again, Rainbow Energy provides 1 unit of water energy along with everything else. So that can heal 50 from whoever has that. I've got Lily in here. I just want to point out about the healing too, though, before I continue on. I'm not going to want to heal too many Pokemon, really. Like, I'm going to focus all healing on Cobalion, because even if Nihilego-GX has to take a hit and fall, I kind of want that. The more prizes the opponent takes, especially considering you can get 2 prizes for a GX, the stronger our Revenge Blast becomes. So anyway, little side note for the healing. Lily is next. Draw cards until you have 6 cards in hand, but if it's your first turn of the game, you draw till you have 8. Very good. We've got N as well. Both players shuffle their hands into the deck and draw back 1 card for each remaining prize, which could really help the opponent if we have them at 8 prizes. I might want to try that just for the sake of giving them 8 cards. That'd be fun. Anyway, we have a Pokemon Center Lady healing 60 damage and all special conditions from a Pokemon. Pokemon Fan Club is here as well. Instead of going with the Nest Balls, Fan Club is the way to go because it takes 2 basic Pokemon into your hand, which I can then use the Empty Light ability by playing Nihilego-GX to the bench. We have Professor Kukui. Since we do want to get some more damage off perhaps with Revenge Blast, we can draw 2 cards and do 20 more damage to the active Pokemon on the opposing side. We've got a lot of talking. We've got Professor Sycamore. Discard your hand and draw 7 fresh cards. Very useful stuff. We've got... You know what I just realized? Why didn't I put the Full Art Sycamore in? I have it. I don't want to show it off. I got a reverse foil, that's good. I know I've got Sycamore though. Anyway, speaking of full arts, 2 Skyless for the deck. Search your deck for any trainer card, reveal it, and take it into hand, then shuffle up afterwards. Very useful for getting whatever supporter card, whatever trainer cards, items, tools, stadiums, whatever you need. And I've got 2 Fighting Fury Belts. Going to add 40 HP and do 10 more damage for any basic Pokemon you give this to. So it's going to get Cobalion up to a whopping 160, which isn't bad for a non-GX. You also get 10 more damage on the Revenge Blast. So that's going to be the deck with Nihilego-GX, UB-01 Symbiont, 13 Pokemon, 33 trainers, 14 energy. Let's now head over to the Versus section of Pokemon TCG Online. See how well we can do with our standard deck of Nihilego Annihilation. Alright, first opponent is ready to roll immediately. It is Ositarap with Colorless Fairy, Psychic, and Water. So Ositarap or Ositarade, I don't know. Anyway, calling the coin flip, they get to go first. So we get to attack on our first turn. Is that going to matter? Well, we do have a basic. We do have access to an Ultra Ball as well. So here's what I think I want to do. Let's see what they're going to lead with. They have a Fairy type deck, it seems. They got Fairy card sleeves. I just completed the Fire type challenge as well last night. I got myself the Fire symbol deck box, so I can use that for all of my Fire type cards now as well. I might want to start getting more of the actual deck boxes though, because some of them look pretty cool. Alright, so what do they have? They've got a Meryl. Oh, we don't need to see any GXs from this thing. So what I'm thinking I could do, I could Skyla for an Ultra Ball, play it to discard the Metal and Psychic Energy, get a Nihilego-GX, drop it to the bench. It's going to confuse and poison both, but then I can throw a Fairy Energy onto Comfey. Its own ability will heal it of the special conditions. I also have the big Malasada though if I want to make use of that. Alright, so you could Bubble Drain me. I wonder what we're going to see from this deck. Normally you don't see How being used in a really competitive deck, so who knows what's going to happen here. But they could surprise me, who knows. Let's go with an Ultra Ball. Get ourselves our Nihilego-GX. Or, I might want to start powering up the Nihilego immediately. Let us... We can get more Psychic Energy. We'll discard the Metal and Psychic. Grab ourselves Nihilego. Let's grab one of the full arts, I guess, just to, show it off. When you got a full art, you want to show it to the world. Drop it down. We will do the Confusion and Poison. And since we also want to pay for the retreat cost eventually, let's throw a Fairy Energy onto Comfey. That's all we can do for the time being, however. So I might allow this first Comfey to fall, if they do have ways to evolve this up and start doing some damage to us. Skyla, that could be a way if they have Evo Soda. I need to get myself a new hand of cards, though, because I need to start getting Psychic Energy to power up Nihilego. So what does Skyla find for my opponent? I mean, I could just simply start doing 30 damage with Comfey. It's going to speed up their card draw, though. Look at that. I didn't even mention some of the Pokemon's attacks, like Ribombee could attack. I think it's got Pollen Shot. So next turn, you can evolve into Azumarill. Is there any way we can destroy you before that? Now, if we can get one more energy, we will win. That's not an energy. So let's just use one puzzle of time, see what we have coming up. Do we have anything we can shuffle back in? Yes, we do. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to put the Super Rod on top, because that's going to reshuffle the deck. So I want to get different cards on top. It's not going to help us this turn, however. So I'll end it right there. We're going to see Wally evolution up into Azumarill. Is it the dual type shiny Azumarill is the question from, was it Steam Siege? That had the dual typing, didn't it? Yeah, because I think that... Oh, that's really bad. They didn't have Azumarill in the deck. Not the most impressive win. I mean, I'll take it. I get tokens for that. Apologies to my opponent. Things just didn't play out well for the deck, unfortunately. Of the 6 prizes, however many Azumarill you had were all in your prize zone. So, that happens, though. Luck of the draw, prize cards, you can't control that. The best you can do is Town Map or Gladion and choose one of those prize cards to take and leave Gladion behind there. But outside of that, when your best cards are prized, it's pretty bad. So Lightning, Fire, and Water. My opponent, what was your name again? Usmix7806. Alright, we're going to call you Mick. Alright, so Mick, I'm going to call the coin flip for heads. We lose the coin flip, they take the first turn. Do we mulligan? Actually, we do not. So they did mulligan, but I'm pretty good with what I have set up here, though. I've got Cutie Fly. I'll drop Comfey. I'll hang on to the Nihilego, however, because I want to be able to play it from hand to the bench during my turn and get the special effects off. So we get to attack on our first. Oh, they had 3 mulligans? That's a bad start. I'm not taking cards for that, though. I've said before, I'm not competitive. If I was, I would take all 3 of those cards, but nah. No to the rest. I don't need the extra advanced powers and stuff, but we see Charmander. We could see Charizard-GX. That would be kind of cool. So, I do have N, but I want to probably wait till the next turn, because I want to get this Cutie Fly retreated. And then next turn evolve up into Ribombee, so I can start getting my draw support, not draw support, but my search support for energy cards. The double colorless with Charmander. If I can find another Cutie Fly off the top of the deck, I'll probably drop that one. I'll let that one stay up to take a hit and get knocked out, because it ain't gonna survive too much. Like I said, only 30 HP. It's basically in here to take hits and get knocked out. Not another Cutie Fly. I do have Lily, however, though. That's pretty good. Let's drop Nihilego, and we'll use the ability to confuse and poison both of them. And I'll throw an energy onto Nihilego. Now I'll use Lily for our first turn. Draw 5 extra cards. Another Psychic Energy, very cool. 2 Puzzles of Time. I'll hang on to both of those for the time being. Let us just simply retreat. Let Nihilego come up and take a hit. And that is that. So if they have a Rare Candy and a Charizard-GX, they could start hitting us pretty bad. Which definitely would not be good. Let's see what plays out here on the opposing side. It's always, yeah, there's evolution into Charmeleon. So you can scratch me, or so there's a Claw Slash for 30, which is fine. Of course, if you start getting fire energy attached, we're going to see some pretty dangerous Charizard-GX action, I'm sure. Or we're going to see an Ultra Ball. I wonder what Pokemon they're going to get with that Ultra Ball. And it's Charizard-GX. Escape Rope, and what else was thrown out? Alolan Ninetales. There's the Charizard-GX. Now, they can't play it just yet, of course. And even when they do, fortunately, we have some time to wait until we take some damage from a fire-based attack, because they need fire energy attached. Let us drop our Ribombee. We'll attach another energy to Nihilego. Let's just go ahead. We'll Malasada for the time being. We need one more turn to power up. So let's now N away. The opponent gets 6 cards back. I get 6 cards back. That's all totally fine. We do have Rainbow Energy here also. So let's go ahead and Honey Gather. We'll grab... We already have a Metal. We'll grab another Metal and a Psychic. I could play Skyla for an Ultra Ball next turn. Now that's all we're going to do. See how much damage they can put out with their Charizard-GX. I think you need at least 3 for the first attack. We have a Pikachu with Pikadraw. You can draw cards with that guy. Now it's going to be cool though, as long as they don't knock out Nihilego with 1 hit, which I don't think they can do, then I'm going to put them up to 8 prizes. Which is always cool to see on the opposing side, you know? Alright, do you see that evolution into Charizard? You get yourself a Fire Energy. No, again, I think Charizard-GX has an attack that does damage with just colorless. But of course, as soon as you start attaching Fire Energy, Charizard-GX becomes a lot more of a fire hazard. Ooh, just retreating, are ya? Interesting. Yeah, they need more time to power this thing up, I see. So the Pikachu is here to take a hit. We're going to give them another turn, though, to get things ready. So we're going to go ahead, add another Psychic. Nothing there helps us. I'm thinking of the 2 Puzzles of Time, but we will play Skyla. Let's grab an Ultra Ball. And we can discard, I guess, the Fairy Energy and one of the Metal. Get ourselves a Cobalion in play. That one we will give the Fighting Fury Belt to. Let's just throw a Metal Energy on. Oh, yeah, we already attached energy. Never mind. But we will use Ribombee to gather some more energy out of here. Grab 2 more Metal. The more energy you get out during this, using this ability during your turn, the less energy you'll draw into at the start of your turn. It's a good way to thin out your deck a little bit. Let's go ahead, Symbiont GX, add 2 prizes to the opposing side. Look at this. How often do you see the number 8 next to a prize count, right? That's kind of wild, kind of crazy, kind of cool. Alright, so with Puzzles of Time, I could bring back N. I might want to do that. Bring back N. I can get some more... What do you think? I could get more Cutie Fly in play, possibly. There is the Charizard. So with 3 energy, Wing Attack can do 70. Okay, Crimson Storm does 300. Discard 3 fire energy from this Pokemon. So if I'm going to take this thing out, I got to do a lot of damage with our Revenge Blast. So 30 plus 30 more for each prize. If they take 7 prizes, that's 210. 30 more for the base damage, 10 from the Fighting Fury Belt. One hit could take that thing out. Let us... I'll attach a basic metal for the time being. We'll use 2 puzzles of time. Let's do this. Put 2 cards in hand. Let us get... I want to grab N. Let's grab an Ultra Ball as well. Hang on, no, let's do this. Let's grab Ultra Ball and Lily. I could shuffle the opponent's hand away, but again, they would draw 8 cards. Oh, I wanted to do that, didn't I? Too late for that now. Alright, Ultra Ball. We'll discard 2 Metal Energy. We have Rainbow in the hand as well here, so we're going to grab a Cutie Fly for knockout purposes. I'll drop you down to the bench here. We will now Lily before using the Honey Gather. Grab multiple cards back. Another Nihilego-GX. We don't have a way to heal our conditions, though. So what I'm going to do... I'm going to leave this empty space on the bench for the time being. I will Honey Gather now. Oops. Let's grab ourselves... there's only a couple left in the deck. We'll grab a Metal and a Fairy. And let's just go for the Symbiont GX... Not Symbiont GX, we just use that. The Nihilego-GX's attack. Lock up. Taking down the Pikachu. Now, this Charizard could hit us pretty bad, of course. Once it gets 1 more energy attached. Let's see. 2 of these lock-up attacks would knock this thing out at this point, with 10 damage sitting on it. But I kind of want to let Nihilego fall. Just to show off the Revenge Blast. Professor Kukui, oh, you're going to hit me even harder, are you? Hit me for 90. Get 1 more energy attached. Thing with Charizard-GX, it takes quite a while to power it up. So, it's tough to get it ready to roll. But they do have 90 damage coming my way right now. And if anything else they can play. They seem to have banked all of their focus on this Charizard-GX. Oh, they're burning off my cards. Come on. I'm kind of set up as it is, though. I'm not too upset about that. Okay, so let's go ahead, throw a Rainbow Energy to Cobalion. We are going to play down... Oh, I should have saved the Rainbow Energy, now that I think about it. I'm going to play down Nihilego-GX. We will confuse and poison both active Pokemon. Since I do want Nihilego to faint, is the thing. Let's go ahead and grab 2 more energy. Well, 1 more, there's only 1 left. Grab that Psychic Energy, put it into hand. If I really wanted to, I could throw a Fairy Energy onto Nihilego-GX to cure the condition, but I don't want to do that. I want to lock up, or try to lock up. I want to hit myself, actually. Oh. I wanted to hurt myself a bit. So, is there anything they can do? Do they have a way to heal? Center Lady, Big Malasada, those could be both ways to heal what's going on here. I'm not going to attack it again, though, with our Nihilego. I want you to hit me. Sounds crazy, right? I want the knockout so I can start hitting back harder with the Revenge Blast. Right now, I'm only doing 40 with Revenge Blast because they haven't taken a single prize yet. I could have considered putting Weakness Policy in here as well because I am weak to fire with Cobalion, so it takes a pretty bad damage from a Charizard-GX. But weakness is part of the way to play. Oh, Guzma. Bring up the other one, are you? Interesting. Just to slow things down, I see. Well, I got my own Guzma. But I can't play Guzma unless they have a benched Pokemon. Interesting to note. So, if you do want to hit me, go ahead. Because I could just ace a roll back. No, damage to yourself. Yeah, that is how it goes sometimes. There's the Fairy Garden. So here's what I think I want to do. I'll drop Fairy Garden. We've seen a lot of the strategy in play. We're going to retreat for free. We will Cobalion for a Revenge Blast. 40 damage. So, at the end of my turn, the poison takes them out. Can they at least get 1 knockout to finish us up? Come on, get a Center Lady. Heal yourself up. I want this fight to continue. I think that's probably going to be the end of it. Rescue Stretcher. Oh, they could bring a Pokemon back to hand. Yeah, Pikachu. They're not done yet. Do we see a retreat? Actually, you know what I think I want to do? Now that they have a basic on the bench, I do want to play Guzma. I know it's extending things a little bit too much, but like, what else did I want to show off? I want to show off Revenge Blast. I want them to get some knockouts. Wishful Baton. Okay. So getting that prepared. If they get a Lightning Energy on it, then Alolan Raichu could actually hurt us pretty bad. So do they go for the attack? Because they could knock out Cobalion if they land the hit. Don't attack. Just end your turn. I want to save your Charizard. I'm a crazy player, am I not? I'm wanting to save the opposing team. What do we see? Oh, they got switched. Never mind. Alright. Now they could retreat the Pikachu and get a knockout. We see Timer Ball. Getting one head. They can get themselves the Alolan Raichu. No, they're going for the Alolan Ninetales, which is weak to Metal, which is kind of nice. So here's where things get interesting. I'm going to start letting them get knockouts on Cutiefly over here. Let us retreat. There's nothing really we need to play. I could Guzma for a knockout, but again, I want to wait and not do that just yet. Let's make them think I'm willing to fight. I'm gonna Fairy Wind. Whopping 10 damage. Go for the knockout. Come on. You could actually knock me out if you flip a heads. Never mind. Well, you need more energy to attack me now, though. Now, do we have access, excuse me, to get more Cutiefly? I can also let Rabombi fall, too, because we've gotten all the basic energy we need out of the deck. I've only got 10 cards left. I gotta be careful with that. We have Super Rod still in here. Also, my heater is too warm again. We're at that really weird part of the season where you wake up, it's very cold, you need the heat on, then it gets too warm. There's no happy medium. I keep cycling back and forth. Nice thing with this Alolan Raichu, too, it only takes colorless energy to attack. Again, we can just go, well, we could Pollen Shot for 20 with Rabombi. I'll wait and attach the energy next, though. I'll go for another Fairy Wind. If you have another Lana in hand, you can go ahead and play that, healing some damage. You healed a lot off that Charizard, which I'm okay with. Because once you start knocking out a bunch of my guys, we're hitting you for a lot of damage with our Revenge Blast. So don't play Guzma. I don't want to see Guzma. I see Kukui. We have an energy on the Alolan Raichu. We do? Yes, we do. Alright, so they're taking one of their 8 prizes. I'm glad this is being drawn out a little bit longer, too, because I want to show off just as much as I can with these cards. Okay, Psychic is done. 110 damage. Ouch. So let's bring up Cobalion, because I want to show this off as well. I will play down play down Nihilego. I am going to use the ability. Thing is, I'm immune thanks to my Rainbow Energy providing Fairy Power. So let us now Acerola this Nihilego-GX back into hand. I'll play down Cutiefly. I'll free retreat Cobalion. And throw a basic Psychic Energy. Cutiefly can do 10. Again, a little bit of chip damage, but it's kind of cool. Now, the Alolan Raichu has free retreat. As long as there's any stadium in play, it has free retreat thanks to the Surge Surfer ability. So they could just switch it back to the Pikachu if they really need to. I kind of want to see... Oh, we see a Magikarp there, too. I want to see another Cutiefly fall. I then want to see Rabombi fall, actually. So we're going to see the Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix. They have Alolan Ninetales in hand from that Timer Ball. Do you think it's going to be the Vulpix? No, another Magikarp. Interesting. They must realize I'm probably not going to do many attacks using my GX Pokemon here. Does the Raichu go for the attack? Kukui? Well, definitely it'll get a knockout on the Cutiefly. Powering up the Magikarp. With Waterfall Evolution, it takes 3 energy to evolve into a Gyarados. But I mean, if you do get the energy needed, your Gyarados is pretty much ready to roll, too. It just needs another couple, I think, water energy to attack. Alright, come on, Raichu. What you doing? Gonna go for the damage, gonna go for the safe retreat to someone else. Retreating into Magikarp, I see. Well, let's go ahead. We'll start powering up Nihilego-GX over here. Why not? Fairy Wind Attack, 10! Now, I could actually retreat next turn for free into Ribombee and take down this Magikarp. This turned into a longer, drawn-out battle than I was expecting, but I kind of like this. It shows off more features of other stuff. So that Magikarp is powering up, getting ready for a takedown for sure. At any point, once enough prizes are taken, I can have Cobalion start getting some knockouts, though. Got Guzma, I can pick whoever I want to come up. Just take him down. Good stuff. Alright. What is next? You guys have a bunch of Kukuis in here. How many do you have? We see 4. We played 4 Kukuis already? So 7 cards remaining. I should probably start going for knockouts. Yeah, I gotta start doing that. They gotta start doing the same, though. They're down to 11 cards. Oh, come on. Alright, just to take some more damage, I guess. Give me a Super Rod. That's no Super Rod. But we'll attach this to Ribombee. I did want to attach it to the Nihilego, didn't I? Oops. Oh well. I have ways to get my Psychic Energy back. At least I should. So we have the Alolan Ninetales. Come on, start going for knockouts. Just not on Cobalion, please. The Lightning-type Pokemon do have resistance to Metal, but with enough prizes taken from the opposing side, that's not really going to matter. And another Gyarados. We don't see Gyarados-GX, interestingly enough. Okay, so... what do we have in the discard pile? 1 Psychic. So if I could Super Rod it back in, that does give me the capability of drawing it with Ribombee. So I'm going to leave Cutiefly up for the time being. I'm doing 10 measly damage every single turn. If I play this right, too, I could deck the opponent out, possibly. All those Kukuis could backfire on me. There's Kiawe. Oh, you're powering up the Charizard. Okay. I would assume the Charizard. How does that work? Yeah, 4 energy onto 1 Pokemon. There's only 2 left in there, so... just... oh, I thought that was the Super Rod. I said just what I needed to see. Not quite. I guess there's nothing to do but go for another Fairy Wind. The moment I can get another Psychic Energy in the deck, I'm going to play Guzma to take that Charizard down, because it's too much of a danger right now. 300. Although if I'm lucky, I don't know, they're probably going to see through the strategy. As I say, if I'm lucky, they might go for the Nihilego-GX to get 2 prizes taken down before I power it up. But I could be lucky and... or if I'm unlucky, I should say, they'll see my strategy of Cobalion doing more damage and wanting to take it out. But they got to be able to get this Gyarados off the active spot. Hey, Rainbow Energy works. We'll do that. We will retreat into Nihilego-GX, the full art, of course. Go for lock up. Let's get this Gyarados out. Now, come on. Do we get to see the Charizard come up? 3 cards left in the deck. Where's my Super Rods? So, how much could this do, the Raichu? 70 plus 60 more, so 130. Not quite enough for knockout, but definitely the Charizard-GX can do that. And with 180 HP... yeah, there's the Crimson Storm, so 2 prizes being taken. Burning Energy reattaches, that is fine. Because, so, with 3 prizes taken, that's 90, 120, 130. We can't take it out with Cobalion. We gotta start doing that. We gotta take the knockouts where we can get them. Let's put another Cobalion down. I'm not playing Kukui. That's gonna run me out of cards. And let's just simply go with Revenge Blast. I do get to move the basic energy from this Charizard-GX to one of their bench Pokemon is the thing. But we have 150 hit points remaining. I think we can survive a hit from something here. Oh, getting that Gyarados powered up. Alright. Grab a couple of prizes for that one. Ribombee and a Sycamore. Oh, I should play Sycamore next turn for sure. Not even. Alright, Gyarados comes up. They can hit me for 90 plus. Oh, they could actually take me out. They flip 2 heads. We will lose. Yeah, Brooklet Hill. Oh, I lost my free retreat. Oh, no. That is actually kind of bad. Fisherman being played to bring back some of your basic energy. So, seriously. I must only have 1 Super Rod in the deck, otherwise both cards remaining are Super Rods. There's the heads. That's another knockout though, so Cutie Fly comes up to take a hit. We do have another Fighting Fury belt, we'll give that on to Valiant. Are you serious that I don't have any Super Rod yet? Come on. Let's play the Nihilego. Do the Empty Light once again. And I'm going to actually try to attack. It's crazy enough, it just might work though. Okay, we hit. I was going to say, if I knock myself out, that's another prize they get to take. Not looking good. I've got 1 card left. Again, like I said, even if I lose, I don't care, because this showed off a lot of the moving parts and the mechanics of this particular deck. So, if anything here caught your eye, feel free to, like, sort of piece it out and use whatever kind of cool idea you might have seen for whatever deck that you want to put together yourself. I'm sure I saw Super Rod at one point, though. They do land the hit. Alright, 1 more prize being taken. Down goes Cutie Fly. Oh, no. Alright, get up there, Rubombi. We could retreat with you if we need to, which we kind of do. Did I not see a Super Rod at any point? Huh. Hello, Hala. Actually, no, Hala will save me. Thanks, Hala. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I'm putting cards back in my deck. Whew. Alright, we're not done yet. I mean, kind of are, because can't quite get the damage off that we need to get. But is there anyone I can take out? No, I can't do any damage with Probali. I need energy. I'll Pollen Shot for 20. I gotta hope I can get something amazing from that one of those 2 prizes. Now, seriously, did I miss Super Rod? I don't think I used one. You know what those 2 prize cards are? Those are my Super Rods. Of course they are. I'm not going to be able to get my Super Rods. Huh. Well, this was an interesting experiment. Could I somehow stall things out and make them deck out? That's the only way I'm going to win this one at this point. There is potential. I'm going to bring up Nihilego with the Fairy Energy. And I'm just going to... I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to end the turn. They draw a card. So if they hit me with the Raichu, I have 2 options for healing. 60 from the Center Lady, 50 from the Fairy Drop. Sorry, I'm not speaking too much. I'm really trying to calculate in my head here. I think they'll only do 90 to me with their Psychics. I'm going to throw more energy on this thing. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. Okay, so I can heal up nicely. 90 damage. So if they do another 90, that's a knockout, but I'm going to heal 60 right now. Although, I could Acerola. Let's do that. We're going to Acerola this Nihilego back in the hand. And we'll drop this one here. I'm going to play Nihilego once again. Another Empty Light. It's kind of worked out better than I was thinking. I didn't think Acerola was going to be that useful in this deck. But let's throw a Fairy Energy now on Nihilego and cure that condition, or those conditions. So they draw their last card of the deck. Do they have any way to put stuff back in to draw this any longer out? And I don't think they do. They can retreat the Raichu. if they could somehow get a knockout on Nihilego, then that is the game. There is the retreat right there. Berserker Splash. Oh, it hits all bench Pokemon. Interesting. But there's nothing more to be done. We're just going to end it there. They deck out. We rather sloppily win this match, but at least I showed off pretty much everything I wanted to show off with this deck. So you got to see Nihilego-GX, you saw Cabalion's Revenge Blast, not at its peak performance, you know? If they did take 7 prizes, that would be, what, 210 plus the base 30, so 240, 250 with that Fighting Fury Belt attached, which would be kind of decent damage. That would be a one-hit KO on Charizard-GX. What do we get for our win? 50 tokens. I like that. I gotta build up. I'm building up a lot. I haven't played the standard challenges like the theme decks in quite some time. I want to always have at least 2,000 tokens for when I do my day 1 coverage of the new expansions as they come out. But let's over to the deck manager. We're going to check out Nihilego-GX once again and take a look at this glorious Ultra Beast right here. So you saw the power of UB-01 Symbiont. Next week, if I can get my hands on it, we're going to go with UB-02 Absorption. We'll take a look at that card in, actually just right now, I suppose. Let's look up Buzzwole. Let's show what's not on, because I ain't got none of these. So we're going to try to focus on this one for next week. I can do some wheeling and dealing in the trades and see if I can get my hands on a couple of Buzzwole GXs. Obvious use for this card, or obvious addition for this card, Strong Energy. Why not? So anyway, we'll talk about that next week, but for this week, excuse me, little hiccup coming up here. That's the power of Nihilego-GX, Empty Light ability, poisoning and confusing opponents, and yourself, of course. Symbiont-GX, adding more prizes to the opposing side. It's kind of crazy what these Ultra Beasts can do. Now, if you like today's episode, of course, feel free to leave a like down below. I want to say thanks for watching, and hopefully you got some ideas for how to customize some decks of your own using some of these strategies I put together here. Kind of off the wall out there, but they all sort of played in together kind of decently right there. So anyways, if you want to see some more Pokemon TCG online videos, you can check out the link in the description to the full playlist. And for more Pokemon content from Professor Chaz, check the links during the outro to some more videos. And you can also subscribe for some daily Pokemon content by clicking the link during the outro as well to subscribe. But with all that, we are done. I want to say thanks again for watching. Professor Chaz is signing off. And as always, I'll catch you next time.